I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back and happy November. This is West of Nowhere and I'm Levi.
I'm Shane.
Hell yeah.
I didn't realize that we were honoring that November.
What?
I just assumed we were honoring the no shave November, hence the disgusting.
I didn't even see that. You're too bright in there. You got to get a dimmer or something.
Yeah.
I got this natural dimmer. Those of you on YouTube can see. I have a hat that's perfectly blocking my fluorescent light from illuminating my skin, so I don't look like a zombie or a vampire. Oh.
I'm super tan looking, you know.
Yeah, you look good. You look like that scene in Click when he's like adjusting his color. He gets like the perfect color.
I'm the perfect color, huh?
I look like before, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
When he's like, gotta get out of there. Like when he's all sick and pale and ghostly looking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We want to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Miles Glenn, Sam Norton, Colby Jordan, Jade Marsh, Natalie Tacarante, and Mark Stadler, and then of course Colton. What's a weird noise? Ooh, you know that noise your bed makes?
Oh,
the noise your bed makes whenever you're having sex.
Yeah.
Whenever like it's a bad. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I
Colton, that noise.
I liked what I said. June bug noise. You know how they just fucking slam into shit and their wings are loud as fuck. That's probably one of the top 10 most annoying things about summer is having June bugs fly into your fucking ear.
Fly into your ear?
You've never had that happen?
No.
Oh man, like you're just like sitting out at like a campfire and then all of a sudden all fucking 30 inches of the June bug just smashes into your ear hole and you're like, get the... Then you get to watch everybody have a freak out.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
Really? Man.
Yeah.
I guess, are they even that popular, like in Georgia, I guess? I don't know if that, are they regional? Like, I don't know.
They're definitely in Georgia.
Yeah.
I guess they're not as aggressive there
I guess
in Georgia.
Not. Fuck, dude. all them peaches to hold them off. Did you do anything cool this weekend?
Actually, I talked to some random dude at a party about our podcast.
Oh, yeah?
You know, I told him what we did. And then me and him got to talking about whiskeys, and he was like, you should do a podcast about whiskey. And I was like, that's not happening.
Yeah, because you do shit-faced all the time.
I'd just be drunk, and so it'd be 30 minutes of me, like, rambling. I might talk about the whiskey.
Weird.
I'm not going to Japan anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really?
Oh, shit. Is that because of that thing we were talking about?
Yep.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, nice, but not nice, I guess.
I mean, I didn't want to go, so it's cool.
But, like,
at the same time, it's shitty.
Is it going to mess up anything else for you down the road?
No.
Oh.
No, I should know in like 2 weeks
Tight.
where I'm actually going to go. I guarantee I stay here in Virginia.
Yeah. Well, are they just going to throw you needs in the Navy then since you, yeah.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, you're probably going back to 106, baby.
That's shore duty.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going back to sea.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got this guy at work. He's always making seaman jokes to me. I'm like, dude, you don't get to make those jokes. Yeah. Like, you didn't do anything.
Yeah. Even people in don't make those jokes.
Yeah. Like, Marines are more clever than that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's embarrassing.
And they fucking eat crayons.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. Well, that's pretty exciting. Although I was kind of like, wanting you to go to Japan just so I could go. Because what other time
That's
I gotta go?
Literally everyone who's found out I'm not going, that's their first thing. Well, great. Now I don't have a reason to go.
Well, none of them were going. I was the only one that was gonna be going. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Here's an idea. You all could just go on your own and not use me as an excuse.
That's not nearly as fun. What am I supposed to do in Japan by myself? I need somebody to be unhinged with me.
You could talk to girls.
Well, obviously. That would be high priority. That's actually the number one reason I would go. And then you being there would be an added benefit.
Yeah, because I would just ag you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard Japanese ladies, it's hit or miss on American dudes, but you get ones that are like super into it, or there's ones that are like, stay away from me. But there's no like, there's no middle ground. They're either like, we're getting married and you're taking me to America, or don't talk to me.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah. So that's exciting, kind of ish. I didn't do anything fun this weekend.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, played D&D, I guess, but tried out my new dice. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking
I mean,
heavy.
plus you started streaming on Twitch.
Oh, that's true. I did. I got right now. I've just been streaming NCAA, and I've got a dynasty going, and I've just been streaming that. So, but I'm just kind of in the NCAA mode. Like that's all I've been playing. So I was like, yeah, I might as well just stream it because, you know, I don't just play it. Like there's a lot more to what I'm doing than just playing the fucking game because I have like the whole background going on. I got a bunch of shit with like tracking my stats. I have like randomizer, like an event randomizer that like adds depth to what's happening. And I go into like way too much detail apparently because there's one dude that was watching. He's like one of my earlier like followers, and he comments on almost all of them. Or he'll catch the YouTube clips and he'll comment on those if he doesn't catch the stream.
Yeah.
And that guy was like, he's the reason I started putting stuff on YouTube. Actually, he's like, you go really far into depth, and I think you do a lot better on YouTube than you would on Twitch. So I have shit on YouTube too. And if you want to find all the links, they'll be in our Linktree, which is Linktree/wokpod. WOKPOD. Not walk pod. Guess I gotta.
I feel like if it was
better.
I was gonna say, I feel like if it was walk or God damn it. Never mind. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. So got some weird shit going on this week. I want to start out with the weirdest one, which is not really that weird, but in and of itself, but the speculation around what's happening is kind of weird. So Travis Scott, who many people know for his music, some people know him because he's, you know, the baby daddy to Kylie Kardashian, or is that Kylie? I don't know.
Yeah,
one of the Kardashians. Yeah, Kylie. And he had that, you know, whole fucking thing where they're like, we're gonna name a McDonald's meal after you. And then yeah, he's like one of the first ones.
Yeah, he's played like a live show on Fortnite.
Yep.
And yeah.
He did all sorts of crazy stuff. So he had a music festival which was called Astro World, and the imagery and stuff is all kind of like very, I don't know, I would describe it as like a very trippy kind of visual stuff where it's like, you know, floating eyes in space, and there's like hands in like weird spots, and hands with like eyeballs in them and shit. Like very, very of a certain aesthetic kind of thing going on. Very, I think it's heavily influenced by a lot of
drugs,
fun substances. And
I feel like the second you call a show a festival, You're
everywhere.
insinuating that everyone's doing everything.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%. So, 8 people got killed at this concert.
8?
8. And over 300 injured, which, take that with a grain of salt, because they had to have been seen for an injury they got there. So it could be sprained ankle or it could be broken arm, so it's a wide variety of injuries, but still 300 fucking people. And there was 50,000 people there at this festival. Okay. Which is
so low numbers.
yeah, not that many. So I guess there had been complaints early on in the festival that there wasn't enough staffing. The security was kind of like, there's a lot of things going on. Well, the crowd started to get unruly before Travis got on stage. And I guess when he was actually on stage, everything just kind of crescendoed naturally. I mean, when the main act gets on stage, shit kind of gets crazy at pretty much every concert, except for maybe like Garth Brooks or something. Like nobody's moshing at
Or the
Garth.
Wiggles.
Well, I don't know. I feel like the Wiggles concerts are pretty hardcore. So I guess there was just basically a giant mosh pit going on. And a lot of people started getting like trampled and like pulled under, suffocated, lost in the crowd. And that's where the 8 people dying comes from. There's also, I guess, being some, I guess they're investigating some reports of people being injected randomly with drugs. Which is
whoa,
yeah, which is huge, right? Like I said, there's been 300 people treated with injuries, cuts, bruises, broken arms, stuff like that. Several people needing anti-drug overdose medicine. So they were like, a security officer said he got drugged. He felt a prick in his neck. They had to Narcan him. So
oh shit,
yeah, like there's like a lot of shit going on.
I feel like that's the least surprising part of the story.
Yeah.
The fact that like people are getting like either like people like accidentally overdosing. Yeah, it's like sad and it's a little upsetting.
Yeah.
But the people like dying.
Yeah.
Is the crazy part.
It's hardcore, right? Now, you would look at this and go, okay, kind of a crazy thing, like a crazy festival, got out of hand, shit happens, right?
Right.
That's how a normal person would react to this. Well, lucky for us, there's not that many normal people viewing this, because there has been a slew of people coming out with things saying that this was a satanic ritual. This was an offering of souls, and there's like all this hidden symbolism, and like this and this and this and this and this. So it's super crazy, and I'm gonna read 2 of the posts that I found.
Okay.
The fucking craziest ones. So I'm not gonna say who posted them, just because I don't think they need any more fucking attention. But this one says, y'all eyes wide shut when it's right in front of your face and you still can't see the shit. And then it's an eye emoji and then a monkey with its eyes covered, right?
Right.
And then says, the flyer was full of Freemason occult symbolism, inquisitive emoji. This was a satanic energy harvesting ritual that resulted in 8 people dying. The frequencies is what caused the people to go crazy, like frequencies of the music. They were hypnotized under a spell. Notice the spiral inside the flames inside the pyramid, which these are all like parts of this stage setup, right?
Yeah.
Notice the shirt he's wearing and pay close attention to the "see you on the other side" reference to a portal that appeared. Then 8 flames go up and 8 people died. And I can't say the rest of the words because they use big words in there, and wrong skin complexion to use them. So, but now I'm gonna break down what the stage looks like. Okay, there's a mountain It's very clearly a mountain. And then there's a hole in the mountain, and then there's this portal-looking thing. It looks like a deeper Stargate kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it kind of spirals with like lights and shit. And then on the very inside of it, it says "See you on the other side." Okay. And then so they got a picture of him performing at the concert, and there's literally a doorway, and then there's two blue guys walking into the doorway, and then one blue guy is halfway through the door, and then he's red on the other side of the door, and then there's two red guys. Okay, so it's like another portal imagery shit going on.
Yeah, it's clearly drug references.
That's what I'm saying. So there's a picture of the 8 flames that this guy's talking about in this post. There's way more than 8. There's 8 in this picture framed on the front of the stage, but then there's also a shit ton up above the mountain, which are clearly disconnected. They're not the same fire. Mm-hmm. So that whole thing goes out the window because that's just dumb. It's like very obviously not even the same thing either. And then just more pictures of the spiral thing. And then right before the panic broke, the portal opened from the thing. Like I said before, people were getting fucking crazy before he even took stage. So there was no panic out of nowhere. Like it wasn't like, can't wait for Travis to come on, and then he comes on, and then he starts playing a song, and then the portal opens, and then everybody's like, oh, fuck, yeah, let's get it. Like, it was definitely, there's videos of people from the concert before he even got on stage, and you can see people are fucking amped up. It reminds me of the videos of Woodstock 99, when there's that huge riot, because Limp Bizkit went fucking berserk at the end of it, you know what I'm talking about? So they have the picture of the right before the panic, the portal opened, and then Kylie posted this video because I guess she was at this concert. She posted the video, and then they have a little picture of an old artwork, and it's some skeletons, and then there's a spiral like portal thing that they're uncloaking because you know nobody's ever used portal imagery before.
Never.
There's not like a famous cartoon that's like really popular right now that has portals as like the main thing of it. Guess Rick and Morty's satanic now. Buckle up. so then there's some of the posters, and there's one where it's see you on the other side, and then it looks like it's like a, I don't know, kind of like a mushroom that opened up, and then there's like this orb inside, and there's a bunch of eyeballs all around it.
Mm-hmm.
Not drug related at all.
No.
And then they have one of those inflatable heads that people walk through, like you see at football games and shit. It's like an inflatable helmet, or inflatable tiger, or a person, whatever, a gorilla, something. And it's Travis Scott. It's his head with his his braids sticking off, and then skull painting, like face paint on it, basically. And it's this huge thing that people walk through, and it says Astro World. Astro and then World on either side, right?
Yeah.
And then they have a picture of a painting, a very famous painting by Hieronymus Bosch, which is a 15th century guy who used to do commissions for people. And he wasn't a monk. He didn't really know a whole lot about, religion per se, but people who did hired him. And then he painted these crazy fucking things, and you've probably seen some of them where there's one where there's like a bird eating a guy, and there's another one where like there's a person like in like they look like a teapot, and then in this picture that they're referencing is one of his triptychs, and it's literally a giant like face with like arms and legs, and the mouth is opened huge.
Yeah.
So they're like clearly satanic if he's referencing this random painting from a Dutch guy from the 14th century. Obviously. So, and then there's just a bunch more of like very typical like trippy stuff where it's portals, eyes, hands with eyes in them, you know the normal stuff. I think it's pretty common with this kind of stuff. Now, here's what I think people are missing on this whole deal.
Okay.
I don't think he's exactly sneaky about his affiliation with drugs. I don't think that he's one of these guys who likes to, whoa, I'm going to make this crazy looking thing and nobody's going to be able to figure it out. Like, I think it's very obvious that he's like, this is trippy, cool stuff. And I'm a trippy kind of guy. Like, that's my whole fucking thing right now. And people are like, dude, it's right in front of your faces. He's literally bragging about sacrificing people. And you're not even paying attention. Okay, so he opened a portal and demons came out, and you don't even care. Really? That's what's going on? Like, there's comments on this shit. It says, so demonic, disgusting. And it's literally a picture of like it's the stage, but it's like warped to look like a crescent moon almost.
Yeah.
And then there's these two hands over the top of it with eyes in them, and then there's a bunch of floating eyes around it. That's the picture that these people are commenting on. Very demonic. Man. I choose the God of love. God is love. Okay. there's just, that's it. Man. Like, I don't understand how people got swept up in this, but there's been one friend of mine who's been posting about this nonstop.
Yeah.
She posed a question, like she was like, what's everybody feeling about this? But then I guess I didn't pay attention to what she was like. Why aren't you feeling this way about this, basically, is what she was trying to say.
Okay.
So then she posted this other thing, which I just broke down, right? And I just don't understand. It reminds me of like the satanic panic shit, you know, from like the 80s and early 90s when people were just like, holy shit, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons and killing children. That's what they're doing. Like, it's the same kind of vibe. Like,
yeah.
She's not really paying attention to what anybody else is saying about the issue. All the people in the comments are like, why is everybody laughing at this? This isn't funny. Demons are coming for our children. And you're laughing? Ugh.
So I didn't see any of like those kind of crazy posts. I just kept seeing people resharing, people like commenting, like tweeting out essentially that
he's a piece of shit because he allowed this to happen or something.
Well, I'm guessing that people tried to. I'm guessing people kept referencing like metal shows as to why people were like moshing and shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, just so you know, at metal shows we stop and pick people up and like.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes. Yeah.
It depends on
and they're like,
where you're at, I guess.
And people are like, oh, we're always safe when we're moshing. It's like, I've seen people get knocked the fuck out in a mosh pit.
100%.
Which is why I never go in one.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand the point of them.
It's just to get like your fucking steam out, you know? I'm just saying, like, oh, for you personally.
It's not like I just don't see the parallel where people were somehow going like mosh pits.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
like,
for like his show?
Yeah.
So this is something that he is known for at his concerts. They don't mosh in a traditional sense, but they do get pretty crazy. And remember a couple months ago, well, right around Coachella, when I was talking about that Playboy Cardi thing where his fans were getting crazy like during his show, and like a bunch of Miley Cyrus fans were still hanging around, or like they were either early or they were hanging out after she got off stage or something like that. He was either before or after, and like they all got caught up in it, and they're like, oh my God, this is the most violent thing I've ever been a part of. Because it's Coachella, and it's supposed to be like fun and free-spirited, and But then like he's like a rowdy dude. He likes people partying and bouncing around and getting crazy. And that's kind of what I've put together. Travis Scott's shows are like similarly. And that was one of the other things where they're like, man, yeah, he let this happen. He watched him, and like nobody stopped it, which is true. Nobody did. There's a video of a girl climbing up to one of the camera posts, and she's like, dude, there's fucking people getting trampled over here. And he's like, I will push you off of this platform unless you get off yourself. Like, he was like having none of her shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's just shitty people at this event Like, it's poorly managed. It was poorly put together. Didn't have enough staff. Didn't have enough security. I guess there was like short supply on food and water too.
God damn.
So like everything, like everybody's thirsty, dehydrated, fucking hungry.
Yeah.
And then you add on top of it short staff, poor planning, and somebody who, or like a crowd atmosphere that is a little more rambunctious. Shit's gonna go sideways. There's nothing
Definitely.
demonic about it. That's
Yeah.
fucking event planning 101. Like, when I was talking to this girl, I was like, so is every time something crazy happens at a concert make it satanic then? Because I guarantee you I could pull satanic imagery from Woodstock 99, the Altamont shooting slash stabbing in the 60s with the Rolling Stones. Like I could do it all day at events where people get hurt, where there's music being played. Like it's not hard, especially with somebody like Limp Bizkit or the Rolling Stones. Like that's just easy pickings. Like I think people are just most of these videos that people are talking about this being like a fucking demonic, devilish, satanic thing. There's a lot of TikTok people, and I think what's happening is they're just like easy capitalization on whatever's happening, get a lot of views, get a lot of followers, and I'm like, you motherfuckers. God damn it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So anyway,
Anyway,
so that happened.
Yeah.
Glad I spent 20 minutes on that. I didn't realize
all
I was
good.
going to be talking about it for so long, but
right?
it was pretty
You
interesting.
really got carried away with it.
Well, it was just an interesting kind of thing that happened, you know? Like,
No, yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
good news for people who have been waiting for Johnny Depp to get revenge. Amber Heard is under investigation by the FBI. So, Johnny Depp's...
For what?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So, Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard is supposed to start in 2022.
Yeah.
After he lost his libel suit against the Sun last year, which I don't know, everybody probably remembers that, but so Amber Heard's attorneys have been trying to dismiss the case, and then a judge in Virginia denied it, which I don't really know why their case is being held in Virginia, but all right. So the biggest or the most recent investigation is because apparently she took their co-puppered dogs. They both had dogs when they were together.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she took them to Australia with her. And then she lied about it on her immigration cards. And so that's where this whole thing is coming from. It's not really the comeuppance everybody was hoping it was going to be, but I think coupled with the thing, his suit in Virginia apparently, plus her basically, I don't know what it's considered. Like,
It'd be fraud, right?
well,
'Cause
yeah,
she lied.
fraud for sure, but I think there's probably some international, not shipping, but I don't know, some kind of immigration issue too, because it was like using false information to gain access to another country. So I don't know. There's gonna be something weird going on with it. But one thing I have been, so I follow her on Instagram, obviously,
Obviously.
because you got to, and she fucking disables her comments on everything. Which,
Well, yeah. You know why? Because I guarantee you there'd be like 6,000 comments of people going, fuck you for you did to Johnny.
yeah, I know.
Like, it had nothing to do with what she posted. Just a bunch of hate.
Exactly. And I think,
I mean, she does. I don't know, dude. So what she did to him was wrong, yes. But I don't think that anyone deserves to be continually hounded for bad things they've done.
well, I mean, that would be true if they admitted that they did something bad instead of keeping lying about it, right? Like O.J. Simpson. You tell me nobody should give him shit anymore?
How long? I mean, it's been.
He
What?
only
How long's it
chopped
been?
a lady's head off and killed her boyfriend. It's fine.
But no one's giving him shit though, right? Like no one's like in the comment section going, "Fuck you, you're an evil piece of
plenty
shit."
people probably are actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
He
Well,
did get a standing ovation when he went to the Bills game last weekend, though. So
I'm just saying, murder is different than lying about being beat on.
listen.
I'm not
Why
saying
are
that she's
you
right
yelling
for
at
it.
me?
I'm not yelling.
Fucking
I'm just
relax.
saying. I'm just saying that at a certain point, it's like, all right, like let it go.
Yeah.
Because you, Joe from fucking Montana,
Joe Montana.
ain't gonna.
Oh my god.
You're not like you sitting in her comment section telling her she's a piece of shit is not doing anything.
Well,
Or maybe it is.
maybe.
But then like, what if she fucking starts a shotgun? Are you any better than she was because you hounded her until
shit.
she killed herself?
Flip the
I'm just
script.
saying.
Oh fuck. He got you, Joe. Should have been paying attention, but she didn't see that one coming. I was just trying to update people on the situation. I don't know where you go.
No. I'm just playing the other side of it. My
Oh,
bad.
The devil's advocate.
I thought we were unbiased here.
Oh, all right. Oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of unbiased,
Ooh.
the
You're welcome.
U.S. Federal Appeals Court Appears Court. They appear.
The appears court? Is there like a login disappearing?
Yeah. How dare you, you son of a bitch. No, the U.S. Federal Appeals Court freezes the vaccine mandate for companies with 100 or more employees, right? So that was the thing that starting January 4th, companies with at least 100 employees are supposed to be vaccinated or tested weekly. So that's that was the rule, or not the ruling. That was kind of Biden's like, hey man, fucking do that.
Is that like you said? Is that like the Supreme Court of Is that like a Supreme Court of Appeals?
The U.S. Federal Appeals Court. So it's I don't think it's to the Supreme Court yet.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing about that.
Okay.
Does that not also affect like government entities, or is it just companies? Because there's people getting. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
There's people getting kicked out of the Navy right now because they're like, get vaccinated or get the fuck out.
Yeah. So this
wouldn't that be under the same thing?
Well, it just says U.S. company. It's just the rule or the. I don't even know. Like I can't even call it like the mandate on companies, but it's not the same because it's an OSHA deal. So OSHA's like, hey man, you guys gotta vaccinate your people if you have 100 employees or more. The Navy's not covered under OSHA, so.
I mean, we are.
I mean,
we follow OSHA. We follow OSHA rules.
Not with those fucking cranials. You don't. Those are not OSHA approved. 100%. So.
Well, fuck you.
Sorry. Rip. Anyway, so yeah, this federal appeals court freezes it, which I gotta tell you, kind of cracks me up because we just had a meeting the other day at my job, and people were like getting real fucking feisty about this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our plant supervisor was talking about it. And then there's this one lady who drives the forklift, so I'll let you figure out what kind of person she is, but she's a lady who drives the forklift. That's what kind of person she is.
Okay.
And
all right.
you get it. And right away, as soon as our plant supervisor said something, she was like, well, isn't that against HIPAA? And then this other old hippie guy, well, like old conservative hippie, which is very confusing, is like, yes, it is. And then nobody else said anything for a while. And then
No, it's not.
I know. Like, and so there was this pause, and I was like, I mean, if they can have you do, physicals to get the job, pretty sure they can say that you need to fucking get a vaccine.
Yep.
And then nobody else.
You remember that time Remember that time you had to go to the doctor and they watched you lift 50 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said that, and then nobody else said anything for another long while. And then one of the random people in the back was like, "Let's go, Brandon," because that's where we are. And he's like almost 60 that said that, so that's cool. So anyway, the old hippie guy, the conservative hippie guy, was gone today because he went to go get vaccinated.
Yeah. Mm.
And now they're freezing it. So I really am excited to see what he says because I think it'll be pretty funny. Just because of just witnessing what's, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very dumb situation to begin with. Like, obviously, I don't think it should be forced. Like, anybody should be forced to do it. But how we fucking had almost a year now to do it without anybody telling you to. And that, like I've said so many times, like, literally the goalpost just keeps moving. And because people are just stubborn and they don't want to fucking do something. It's like, God damn it, just fucking stop being difficult, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway. Oh, so I don't know if you remember, but
I don't.
Biden proposed a infrastructure bill, federal infrastructure bill, a while ago. Basically, a big part of it was to, over the next 5 years, invest in bridges, roads, all these different kind of systems, water, energy systems. This is the thing that those that huge windmill farm that he wants to put on the East Coast.
Yeah.
This is where that's coming from, right? So that finally got passed. It did it did change quite a bit from when he initially put it in. I don't really see anything what got removed, but oh, here it is. What got removed? Okay, so the bill leaves out Biden's proposal for $400 billion to bolster caregiving and aging disabled Americans. Expand.
That makes you happy.
Yeah, fucking blue hairs, take them out. It also cut out. They also cut out having expanded access for long-term care services under Medicaid, which would have eliminated the wait list for hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
The wage, improved wage for home health workers, that was going to be in there. $100 billion for workforce development, which would have helped dislocated workers, assisted underserved groups, and put students on career paths before they graduate high school. And then $18 billion to modernize veterans affairs hospitals. So that's cool. Which are on average 47 years older than private sector hospitals.
Go figure.
Didn't know that, but not surprised. I haven't been to a VA yet that's been new. They just built it's a home, the veterans home in my hometown, and it's nice. It's fucking huge, but it's not a clinic. Like, they still have to come 45 minutes to the next town over to go get their medical care.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, insane. And there's only 2 in Nebraska. The other one's in Omaha. So people on the clear other side of the state have to come to where I live now. And then pretty much everybody on the east side of where I live just either go to Omaha or come here if they're closer. But that's 2 for like the entire state. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got.
All right. How many times would you say that you shower a week?
I mean, it depends. I mean, at least 7 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
All right. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm probably more on the 4
Yeah.
times a week.
Sometimes
whatever.
you just roll into the weekend and you're like, not gonna do anything. Why do I need to shower? I get it.
Yeah.
I have those days too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So and this isn't like necessarily new news, but it's new to me, and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
So there's a guy named, I'm gonna butcher this, Amal Haji.
Oh.
He's an 87-year-old man, and he hasn't taken a bath in 67 years.
Oh, is that guy that looks like straight mud?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is considered the dirtiest man in the world.
Dude, he's probably got bubonic plague living on him.
Well, apparently he's not sick at all. You know, like he's, for an 87-year-old man, not in bad shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen pictures. He's kind of ripped, isn't he? Or he's
I didn't
more
really
like
see,
Tom
like-
Hanks in fucking Castaway.
Yeah. That's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one. But so he's terrified of water, and he thinks that if he washes himself, he'll become ill.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to argue with him,
Yeah.
considering that he's 87
No shit.
and hasn't taken a bath in almost twice, actually over twice the amount of time that I've been alive.
Where's he live?
Good question. He resides in, oh man, dude. Dejga, Dejgah,
Oof.
which is a village in the Kermanshah province of Iran.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
87, huh?
Yeah, he stays covered in ash and dirt.
That's wild. Does he like add shit to himself when he can see his bare skin?
I mean, I guess so,
I
because
would assume he would have to.
it doesn't go in depth, like as to like, but honestly, it literally just says he doesn't wash himself because he's afraid of water,
Yeah.
and that if he washes himself, he thinks he'll fall ill.
Wild.
I
can't.
He's got to
imagine.
smell.
Oh.
He's got to smell fucking
Just-
atrocious.
Yeah. I can't even fathom. Yeah. That's yeah.
This is terrible.
Whoops.
All right. Boom. In other news, I know you've heard about Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Dude, what do you think? Like, I think that since he lied about, since if there was a vaccine mandate in the NFL,
Yeah.
and all these players have had to get vaccinated or they can't play,
Yeah.
either one or two things, in my opinion, happen. Either he lied or they told him, don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
you're one of our most famous players. You bring in a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Or he lied. Either way, the fact that he has COVID and he's for sure not vaccinated, there should be some kind of penalty besides him just missing one, maybe 2 games.
So, I guess they didn't have a straight up vaccine mandate, but they did require super hardcore testing. So people
Right.
were getting tested, I think, multiple times a week. Once on Monday, and then once again on probably Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
And the reason, like, initially, they're like, hey, man, Aaron Rodgers tested for COVID, unvaccinated, he'll be out for 2 weeks, because it's only 1 week if you're vaccinated, 2 weeks if you're
Mhm.
unvaccinated. That's built
Yeah.
into their thing. But the problem is, as you said, he lied about it. He talked about it at a press conference. Everybody thought he was vaccinated. And then it comes out he wasn't. Like, that's the part that I think is the most fucked up. Like, I don't care if he's vaccinated or not, but the fact
Yeah.
that he lied to his teammates and to everybody that's supporting him potentially, unless they
Yeah.
knew. I mean, there's a chance they could have known, but that's the fucked up part. So I don't know. I'm very up in the air about it. I want him to play because he's on my fantasy team, but also Jordan Love is not going to do very well. So
He's quoted, and I'm paraphrasing, essentially that he consulted his like his
Yeah.
his physician team or whatever,
Yeah.
and they were like doing because he did like a holistic
Yeah.
thing to quote unquote be vaccinated or be to be better protected against COVID.
Yeah.
And his like physician team or whatever was like, it'll just be easier. There's essentially they told him that that COVID wasn't dangerous.
Yeah.
And so because of that, he would be fine.
Yeah.
He'd be able to beat it because he's in great health. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think there should be a bigger deal because like it's been made so huge in our like sports.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, one of the things I saw, which I thought was pretty interesting, was the fact that he had submitted the things he was like alternatives to the vaccine to the NFL. He was like, hey, I don't personally feel comfortable, and I know there's other people that don't personally feel comfortable with it. So here's some alternatives, and submitted research that he had compiled or whatever.
Right.
And he says,
he's a doctor.
Well, he could have gotten it from somebody and like just presented it to them, but
No.
he said that they basically called him a quack, and then they were like, no, we wouldn't have said anything like that for sure. He's like, the NFL was like, he never presented anything to us. So sounds like Aaron Rodgers is just saying whatever the fuck he feels like it to try and like weasel out of it. And I said it when the season started, and look at me go. Fucking Aaron Rodgers, man. He's kind of a fucking piece of shit. I've been saying it for how long, and now people are finally getting on the same page. I called it with Kaepernick, I called it again with Rodgers. Like, it 100% shouldn't have been. I don't think players should have had to disclose their vaccine status with the press.
Yeah, definitely not.
And that's part of his issue. He was like mad that the press got his vaccination status, but you fucking lied to them, so that's kind of like half your fault.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have told them one way or the other. Period. Like, and then he went out to say afterwards, he's like, oh, well, the people I've consulted have told me that the vaccine is something that can lead to infertility, which nobody's even remotely like that shit that people are going off of goes back to when they're like, hey man, we can't test this on pregnant people, which they can't test like anything on pregnant people. Anything new, they're not allowed to test on pregnant people. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And then somebody took that and went, it obviously kills babies. Like, I don't like they just went from one extreme to the other. And yeah, it's very dumb. But he shouldn't have lied to anybody, and for that, he's the weakest link, and he's gotta go.
Yeah, goodbye. All right. Well, let's get this 200 out of the way and get out of here. All right.
Yeah.
Billboard 200, number 1, Certified Lover Boy, Drake. No surprise there. Number 2, up from number 8 last week.
Oh my gosh.
Dangerous, the double album, Morgan Wallen.
He's back.
He's back. Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Yeah. Wait.
All right, number 3, Planet Her, Doja Cat. Number 4, Sincerely Contrail by Youngboy NBA.
Yeah.
Number 5, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Can we please stop listening to this album? Can we stop?
I think people
don't
can stop
understand.
listening to that one when people stop listening to Morgan Wallen.
No, because Olivia Rodrigo is like the fucking like teenage angst, like Taylor Swift-esque music.
Because you never
Stop
listened
it.
to that kind of shit before.
Nope.
You're not angsty
Not
at
once.
all.
I'm never angsty. Ooh, you're gonna like this.
Oh boy.
Number 6, A Gangsta's Pain,
Hey,
Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo, he's back. Oh, I'm so excited.
He's up from 34 last
Holy
week.
shit, what the fuck happened?
I don't know. At number 7, Punk by Young Thug. Number 8, brand new album, Blue Banisters by Lana Del Rey.
Oh, interesting.
Number 9, Montero, Lil Nas X. And then, what? Number 10, new album by Elton John,
Ew.
The Lockdown Sessions.
Oh, interesting.
Look at him.
He did a song
Yeah.
with Ozzy recently too. Not gonna lie.
Banger?
Well, it's pretty good, but it's put me in my feels. I started
Oh,
thinking
man.
about how old Ozzy is, and I'm like, fuck, here we go. That's, man. I was like, oh, no. Don't do this to me.
Don't worry about Ozzy. Only the good die young.
Long after humanity has extincted itself with nuclear war and the following famine, Keith Richards and Ozzy Osbourne will still be roaming the barren wasteland of the earth. Them's the rules. I don't get it, but they're fucking. I think that
All right.
fucking Bethesda should put both Ozzy Osbourne and Keith Richards in the next Fallout game and make them just like an Easter egg.
That'd be
Or like
hilarious.
characters that look just like them, but like they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, man. If you enjoy our show and you want to support us, then you can hit up the link that's in the description
Yep.
at all times.
Always.
Patreon's there. If you don't want to donate money, head on over to YouTube. Like and subscribe, comment. That's perfect. Takes no money at all.
Yep.
If you love Apple products and you have an iPhone, go over to Apple Music and drop us a review. Levi will read it
Yep.
with the utmost zest.
Yeah. The utmost zest. I love it.
Yeah, there you go. Support us.
Yep.
We love you.
Yep. We can't do it without our gracious fans through thick and thin. Yeah. And now we're going to go listen to Olivia Rodrigo on repeat. Right?
Yep.
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 All right. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.